Hi, it's Stephen here from Sound of an Ocean Wave, and this is day 16 of the July daily draws. Let's see what message we get today. And I'll be taking the first card from the Unfolding Path Tarot, followed by an Oracle card from the Enchanted Map Oracle. So let's choose our first card and get the reading underway. Okay, here we go. And we have the Death card. This is about change. This is about new beginnings. It's about some things disappearing into the past and new things taking its place. It's about letting go of certain things so that we can embrace other things. Things that we had in our lives that no longer serve any purpose or contribute to our lives in any way, or were just for that time, but not for now. Nothing wrong with it. It's just that was its time. Now is a new time. So, change, certain things ending, new things, as one door closes, another one opens, that kind of concept here. And it's like, I always see, I love the cards where we have a snake in it shedding its skin to represent death, because it's like shedding away old skin, making way, giving way to the new. And when a snake's doing that, I don't think we have a snake in here, do we? No. But when we have a snake doing that, it's said that it's a bit uncomfortable, it's irritating to the snake. And not that I would choose to mess with a snake at any time. Particularly don't do it when it's shedding, because it's not in the best of moods. It's a bit irritable because it's not very comfortable. It can be a little bit sort of irritating, a bit sore, a bit of discomfort as it's shedding. Once it's shed, and the process is complete, then that disappears. And likewise for us, sometimes shedding things in our lives that we need to shed can be an uncomfortable experience. Change isn't always smooth and easy. Change, transformation, however you want to view it. It can be a bit irritating. It can be uncomfortable. And we might not be in the best of moods while it's happening. And if that's the case, because some people deal with change better than others. But as I say, if that's the case, it's okay. It's okay for a time, for it to be that way. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with the process. It's just part of the process. And once you've gone through that will change. It should change. If it doesn't, then maybe there is some work to do there. But for a time, change is not always easy. That's all I will say to that. Is that it's not always easy. There are different factors. It affects us in different ways. But the sooner that we go through the process and accept the change and welcome the change and embrace the change, the easier, not easy it will be, but the easier it will be. or the process perhaps will not be so drawn out. So this card is telling us that change, things passing away in our lives, new things coming in, it's inevitable that this is going to happen. It can't be prevented. It changes the very constant part of life. This, to me, is a bit like the Wheel of Fortune as well, in the sense that the wheel will turn whether we like it or not. And like with that, with this card, they're depicting this situation. It will happen. What this is about is how we are going to react and interact with that process. Because if we're not going to be able to stop it, the easiest thing to do is to embrace it and allow it to move us forward into whatever it's taking us to. Because that is the next step in our journey that we need to get to. And sometimes this kind of experience is the bridge to that. And it's a bridge we have to cross. So the sooner we cross that bridge and get to the other side, the better for us. And I think that's what this card is saying. Don't see this as negative. Sometimes when people get this card, a death card, oh, it's bad, it's bad, it's bad. No. It seldom means literal physical death. I say seldom, I'm not saying it doesn't. But it's not that kind of thing that you get in the movies. Most of the time it isn't that. This is more about the passing away, the change, as I said, of the falling away of certain things about ourselves and about our lives, that to make way for new things. We have a dying flower here, but we have a new one blooming here. So it gives way to something new. So it's just a part of life. And the sooner we accept, cooperate with it, see it as a blessing and a means to transport us to the next stage in our lives and where we need to be, then the smoother it will be. Not necessarily be a smooth experience, but it'll take some of the sting out of it. Okay, so let's see which oracle card we get to go with that. The talisman. The talisman is, this card represents the protection we have on our journey ahead. It guides us, it protects us. It's like an amulet. And the amulet is given its power for all the experiences we have made our way through. Think of all the changes and the transitions that we have been through already and how we have come through those at the other side. That talisman tells us that we can come through the other side of whatever it is we have to go through, and will be protected through that process. And the best way is to embrace it and go through it and get to the other side. And then we can move on with our journey. And I believe that is the message of the cards today. Okay, so that's today's message. I'll be back tomorrow with day 17. Until then, thank you for listening. Take care, everyone. And I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye-bye.